All right, all right. Another episode of Garage Ramblings today. Got my chef barking in the background. Sockets today. So I can make room on my bench over there to work on this carburetor. You need some 1/4-inch drive? These are my extras. Tell you, in 40 years, you accumulate a lot of crap. But today, as you can see, I have decided to go the rack setup here to kind of organize some of this stuff. I don't know how long they'll stay on the rack, but what I'm going to show you today is, I went to Harbor. You love them, you hate them, whatever. Some of their stuff is good, in my opinion. Things like sawzalls, grinders, any of that, crap. Now, maybe for a homeowner where you use a tool like that, I don't know, once or twice a summer, oh, the shit's great. But I've used that stuff in commercial application. It's crap. Anyway, I'm going to show you a little thing with the Harbor Freight socket rails, and give you a little demonstration here. I have got 1/4-inch, 3/8 inch, 1/2 inch. 1/4-inch is the worst. It's the most mumble mucking. That's a paraphrase there. Thing to do to get the sockets to stay on, because if you use them right out of the store, maybe 1 out of 10 sockets is going to stay on that rack. So I'm going to show you what I do, and we'll go from there. All right, here we go. First, I've done these already. They ain't gonna fall off. All right, what you got to do though? Biggs, what do you do? I'll tell you what you're going to do. There's one of your clips right there. This is a 1/4-inch drive extension, obviously. So, what I've been doing, you force it down on your extension because it's a 1/4-inch extension, so you know that's going to make for good stuff there. Okay, I got it. I'm compressing it. And I'm going to take those outer tabs and bend them down a little bit. Okay. Wait, you're not done yet. Like I said, 1/4-inch is the worst. The 3/8 and the bigger ones are pretty easy. Now you got these big gaps on here. Runs too loose on the rail. So I tighten these up here a little bit. Actually, my dexterity is not too bad today, so that's a good thing. Okay, you want to get it on the rack. There you go. It's not going to come off, but you still got a little work to do. That's a pretty wide gap there for a 1/4-inch socket. So I take the needle nose. Notice we're not on here. Go on here. You understand? And we're just going to bend that a little bit. And I have found over the course of time that that there, and the first socket you put on, it's going to be a little bit of a workout because you just bent this stuff. There we go. It's not going to come off. All right. You know, I put together several sets so far on this because I got to go somewhere with this stuff, you know? So These are just a couple of the sets I put together, standard, metric. Yeah. There's still a ton laying in that old ice cube tray. I got a friend or two that's going to acquire a couple sockets. Now I'm going to admit certain things I might have grabbed an extra or two for myself, but I've accumulated a lot in 40 plus years. I was going to show you something else today too. I got to kind of see if I can do this without disrupting everything I got going on here. Problem is sometimes this car gets used as a workbench. Yeah, it's a small garage. What can I say? Here is the mirror that I knocked off the car. Let's get out in the daylight here. Now, to me, this looks like this has been worked on before. I was really fortunate. I did not break the glass. Okay. But, come springtime, that's going to be a little project. I know somebody out there can point me in a direction on how to fix that. Anyway, that's what's going on right now. Ooh, one more thing here, one more thing. And we'll get into this when I get that far. Oh, by the way, this is a watchmaker's bench. Now you're thinking, what the hell is that? Well, just like my oil squirt cans, there was a time in this country where watchers were made by hand. This is my original carburetor off of the snowblower. I got a few thoughts on this. I'm gonna show you a few things that I know about. I know some of you out there are small engine professionals, Brad, and feel free to correct me as I go. But anyway, we'll get into that later. I gotta get back to work. Tighten up your socket racks like I showed you. 3/8, use a 3/8 drive. 1/2 inch, use a 1/2 inch drive. It's going to save you a lot of pain and aggravation when you pick up that rack and have it land on the floor someplace. See ya. Okay, I was digging more. Anybody need a spark plug socket? Free to a good home. I have my one here. Got another one and another one. Yeah, anyway, I got my two snap-ons with the built-in swivels. Maybe I'll save one straight of each. Found a couple of more. How many does one guy need? I mean, seriously. And I got the feeling another one or two is probably going to pop up yet. Okay, I've moved up to 3/8 drive now. 3/8 drive deeps, to be specific. All right, there's my snap-on set. This is just all the loose ones that I had in varying places. Plus those. Plus those. Certain size you need. If I got an extra, come get it. You own it. All right, I'm making a little progress here. I got a couple of donation boxes I'm working on here. I was going to show you this socket here. I made this socket. It was a socket that I bought and I ground down. This is a carburetor fitting socket. Holley, Quick Fuel, I don't care, whatever. You know, there is no wrench to fit that front nut where the fuel line goes in. Not that I have come across. They never fit right. They never tighten right. So, yeah. Get your bench grinder out and make yourself a socket. All right. I have a little workspace here that I can work on the snowblower carburetor. I have a box for neighbor A and a box for friend B of just all extras, and this doesn't include the stuff that I already gave him last weekend. I kind of got it figured out that if I need it, if it ain't in there, I don't need it. So, sockets are done. Time to get some carburetor work going.